if people shouldered enough responsibility, the question of meaning would vanish. You know, because look, here's some experiment I used to do with my students. It's not something I have in my class anymore, but I've replaced it with something else. But I said, look, you know, one of the things that you can do if you want to set the world right is like look around, just look around. And I mean this literally, look around when you're at home and look for things that you're not happy about, you know, for something that isn't arranged in some manner that you're happy about. So look for something that bugs you. You can ask, I'm in this room, I'm in the kitchen, whatever. There's something in here that I could set right. Okay, go set it right. It's just the right size for you. You can see what's wrong and you can fix it. So what I used to do with my students is I'd say, okay, look, you go find something like that, and then I want you to try to fix it, and then I want you to document what would happen. So remember one kid, the kids took this seriously, you know, so one kid was living at home with a bunch of his family members, but his mother had died like 2 years ago. And of course, she was kind of the core, she was the thing that kept the family organized. And so what had happened, or one of the things anyways, they weren't eating properly and no one was getting up on time and no one was getting groceries. And, you know, the domestic core of the house had died. So he decided that he was going to try to fulfill that role. And he wrote extensively about just how difficult that was, how much resistance he encountered, you know, how hard it was to organize the household. And it was certainly sufficiently compelling to keep him occupied totally for the 4 or 6 months that he did that as part of this experiment. And that's the thing, is that there are unsolved problems that are just your size, waiting around for you everywhere. And if you would just fix them, just attend to those problems, you'd find that your life got so meaningful that you'd hardly be able to stand it, and almost immediately. And you might say, well, that's not real meaning. It's just because in the final analysis, everything is pointless. And I've got a perfectly appropriate answer for that. I mean, first of all, we should point out that's a really easy out. So if your doubt is serving your uselessness, then you might question your doubt.